Who's the man? Melloman. What is going on, people? We are here with our first and only so far Melloman Mellofied series. Starting off with, as you guys can see to the upper left, Worms Open Warfare 2. Let's hop right into it. So, on the back cover of the Worms Open Warfare 2 PSP game, it reads, "It's Worm World War, as everyone's favorite worms battle it out in famous and not so famous battles throughout history. Connect online and challenge worms fiends anywhere around the world, anytime. Personalize everything from worms hats and victory dances to team flags. Use the powerful custom level editor to design the ultimate battlefield." Okay, I never used that feature. "All new play modes for endless fun. Choose from campaign mode, puzzle mode, forge mode, race mode, and more. Choose from 11 additional weapons and utilities, including the brand new electromagnet, boomerang, and bunker buster." So they basically go over on the back all the details of the game, the modes that are available, and different things like that. What you guys are seeing on screen now is kind of some of the, if you want to do a custom game or do a quick game, well, no, this is a custom game. If you want to do a custom game, kind of the way in which you set it up, you basically go through, pick your teams of like worm characters. So let me go back actually a little bit before I start explaining. Worms Open Warfare is basically a 2D kind of turn-based artillery or war game in which you go up against different teams in order to eliminate them. In the single player mode, as it's showing, there is a puzzle, campaign, and training, time attack and training mode, which it was talking about on the back cover. So these are all options that you can do if you would like to, or that you can participate in if you would like to. And you can pick whichever team of worms that you would like to go into battle with. Now, why the developers for the game chose worms as the character that you choose, or that you use, or the mascot, that's still a little bit of a mystery to me. But nonetheless, worms are what you use in order to go through the combat. And so there are different weapons that you use and go into battle with in order to defeat your opponent. And that's kind of how the game works in a nutshell. The goal is to eliminate all of your opponent's worms, basically bring their health down to 0 by doing damage through using weapons, and ultimately gain victory. So a little bit more about the developers. The developers for Worms Open Warfare are Team 17, and they may be the publisher. I believe the publisher is Team 17. The developers are THQ. Well, THQ. So shout out to THQ. Well, it might actually be rest in peace, THQ. THQ, are y'all still around? I think they're now changed to like THQ Nordic. Anyway, there's also different options on the menu, or different for the game modes menu. Right now we're looking at the shop, so you can go into the shop and you collect coins and items as you complete missions in the story mode or in the campaign. You can bring those over to the shop, and then you can pick up a lot of goodies like different colors for your worms, hats or attire, swag basically for your worms. You know, swag your worms out. You can give them different accents. They have a lot of different accents on there, which is pretty funny. You can get different graves for them. Like when they die, they kind of self-detonate. They blow themselves up, and then they leave a little grave. You can choose what the grave is. I mean, I don't have to worry about that problem because my worms usually last to the end. You know what I'm saying, people. But if you would like, that option is available. And there's also different puzzle, time attack, and campaign story missions that you can also buy from the store. So all kind of little goodies. That's basically it for the game modes. You can have different profiles if you would like to. Obviously, I usually only use the one profile, but you can have multiple if you would like to. So for the gameplay here, you guys will see this is basically a battle with 4 teams. Or this is an example of a battle with 4 teams. You basically have a weapon, and you have a certain time limit when it is your turn in order to conduct your attack, basically, or determine who it is that you want to attack. You can see here I'm struggling here to get across or to get to the platform. It's kind of hard to move as these worms. And like I said, you can see in the bottom right, you have a time limit to where you have to You can set the time, but you have a timer to how long you have to attack. And so you want to make sure that you get your attack off within that time. Otherwise, you'll be like me and foolishly forfeit your turn. Then at each time, it rotates to the next team, and it rotates through all of the worms on that team. So if you have 4 worms on a team, it'll cycle through each of one of your worms each time it's cycled over to your turn. As you can see, the computer went straight to the point using the same tool. The rocket launcher is the default tool, or the default weapon, but there are several other war-based weapons that are available, from grenades to mines. It looks like that's what he has on his mine. Mines, grenades, dynamite, rocket launchers, a series of different weapons at your disposal. And see, ideally, you can get more bang for your buck, like he did there using the dynamite, like the worm there did using the dynamite. He was able to take out or hit multiple worms, and so he did multiple damage, and they were on different teams. And each time, it'll show a little replay too sometimes, so that you can see like the aftermath of what happened, the trajectory of your worms, and so on and so forth. One other thing to note, at the end of each round, it will show or display, as you guys see at the top there, the amount of life that each team has left, like as a total. It calculates up all the life points of all your worms and calculates how much you have left. And so let's see here. Again, I'm using the rocket launcher. Let me see if I will show off the weapons menu. Perfect. So these are a list of different weapons: shotgun, Uzi, fire punch, drill, series of different weapons that are available at your disposal. So you've got a lot of fun options to choose from. So in terms of the reception, my thoughts and kind of the final grade I would give on the game, the reception, don't think the reception was too highly appraised for this game. It was an entertaining game, enjoyable game for me personally. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Like it's no, I don't think game of the year. Well, game of the year back in when did this come out? 2007. I don't think it's a game of the year, but it serves its purpose of kind of a 2D tactical type of battle game or type of war game in which you're going up against opponents. It offers good options in terms of customization, giving players the option to choose different things for their worm and just giving them customization. That's something that I think is a really good trope in video games, or in good video games, is to have customization, or to give players the option, right? And so it definitely gains some points for that, for customization. Some improvements I could see. Obviously, this game is much older, and there were newer versions in the Worm series that have come out that have most likely made some of these modifications. But for this game in particular, perhaps having a longer story mode. I believe the campaign is somewhere around 30. It's somewhere around 30, 35 missions, and so having a longer story mode is something I could have seen. Having a chat or a text box available, so that way when you're battling against, well, no one's battling against their friends nowadays, but when you're battling against your friends, you can kind of talk to them or talk trash as you're going through. I know this is the feature that isn't available, or that isn't available in this one, but in some of the later Worm series games or versions, I know that feature is available, or that chat feature is available. So that would just be some of the improvements that I feel like could improve on this game, which they have done. If I had to give it final reception or a final score on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this game about a 6.5 out of 10. It serves its purpose. It has some lasting, how should I say? It gives me a feel of wanting to return to it as I played this, because I played this way back when I was a youngin', and even coming back, I still enjoyed like going back and playing this game. It wasn't a game that I was like treading through or not enjoying going through. Those are just kind of my thoughts on how I feel about the game for the reception. Let me know in the comment section, actually. Have any of you guys played any of the Worms series games? Any of the games from the Worms series? Okay, what's he planning to do? This man's really got the gravestone thought emoji. What is it? What is this man? There's no way that's hitting me. Are you kidding me? This game is garbage. How? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me get this weapon right quick, and then I'm about to. How did I jump over it? Okay, hurry up and. Oh my gosh. Of course I take damage. That's my turn? Team 17. How? Alright, let's go ahead and get it started. Okay, let me get this item right quick. Why is my... Okay, there we go. And then let me just make a simple jump down here. And then we'll... I took damage from that? These worms are fragile. That's my turn?